Good morning to everyone. This is Dr. B. Mahalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today I'm going to give the lecturer video about the course Digital and Mobile Forensics. Subject code is CCS343 for the third year, sixth semester. The course objectives for the digital and mobile forensics. First one, to understand basic digital forensics and techniques. And second, objectives to understand digital crime and investigation. And third one, to understand how to prepare for digital forensics readiness. Fourth, to understand and use the forensics tools for iOS devices. And finally, fifth one, to understand and use the forensics tool for Android devices. Course outcomes are, once they completed this course, the students they have a knowledge on digital forensics and know about the digital crime and investigation and be ready for the forensics and how to investigate, identify and extract the digital evidence from iOS devices as well as Android devices. So the outline for the course in that unit 1, they gave a topic introduction to digital forensics, and second one is digital crime and investigation, and third digital forensics readiness, fourth one iOS forensics, finally fifth one is Android forensics. So before we are going to see what are the topics is there in the unit 1, first we'll see the overview for all the 5 units. So in unit 1, the topic is introduction to digital forensics. Under this topic we are going to see about what is digital forensics, what is digital evidence, and what is a digital forensic process. That is forensic science, phases of the forensics of digital, and last finally we are going to see some real time examples. So before we are going to see what is we are going to see in the elaborate manner, we have to know the basic concept. First one, we have to know what is digital forensics. So digital forensics is nothing but it's a branch of the forensic science that deals with the identification, collection, analysis and presentations of digital data in a legally acceptable manner. Why we are saying it is a digital forensics? Because we are using a data in form of digital. For example, we are using computers, mobile devices, networks and digital storage media. And next concept is digital evidence. Digital evidence is nothing but it's referred to any data stored or transmitted in digital form that can be used for an investigation. For an example, emails and chat messages, call logs and SMS, images, video or audio files, browser history, login records. So these are called as what? Digital evidence. That is, we are taking the data in the form of digital. So that what are the evidence we are collecting that must be authenticate and reliable to be accepted in the court. And next concept is digital forensic process. So here in this process is nothing but it is in the form of the systematic procedure. It's nothing but it help to handle the digital evidence properly, ensuring no data is altered or lost. So these are the concepts only we are going to see in the unit 1 under forensics science topic. And important concept in the digital forensic is phases of the digital forensics. So here we have a 5 phases. It's nothing but identification phase, collection phase, examination phase, analysis phase and presentation phases. So here in this identification phase is nothing but identify the potential source of the digital evidence. Example, computers, mobile phone, hard disk, and servers. Which are the data which are the devices we are using to retrieve the data in the form of the digital? So that will be identified in the identification phase. And second one is collection phase. So here in that phase, safely collect and preserve the digital evidence. Use proper tool to avoid data modification. So here important is maintain the chain of custody. So this is what we are doing in the phase of collection. And third one is examination phase. In that examination phase, extract the relevant data from the collected evidence. So recover deleted, hidden or encrypted files. So in this examination phase, we are going to extract the relevant data from the collection phase. And analysis phase. So here in this analysis, extract the data to find the meaningful information. Analysis extracted data to find meaningful information in the analysis phase. So it's established the timelines, user activities and patterns. And finally the presentation phase is nothing but it's a report. It's clear report about the investigation, so that evidence should be understandable. The main concept is what we are presenting, that evidence should be understandable to non-technical persons too. So this is what the important concept in the digital forensics. The phase of the digital forensics, the five phases are very important: identification, collection, examination, analysis and presentation. So this is in the form of the repetitive in nature. That is, it will be in the chain. Suppose here suppose if any new data we found in the analysis phase, again we go for the collection, and we have to collect the relevant data from the phase, and afterwards you have to examine the new data, and you should extract the, and you have to analyze the new, what are the new data we collected. So it will be in the process of the repetitive or iterative in nature. And next to second unit, we are going to see about the digital crime and investigation. So digital crime. So in the second unit, we are going to see what is digital crime and how we can investigate, and what are the methods or what are the digital evidence we are going to use to define the or to find the crime. So here in the digital crime is nothing but it's a refer to illegal activities committed. Digital crime is nothing but it refer to illegal activities committed using computer, networks or digital devices. So here in this digital crime, here, these three concepts are very important: substantive criminal law, general conditions, and offenses. So, substantive criminal law is nothing but define where the crime was started, what constitutes a crime. So specifies a punishment for the cyber crimes, such as identify the theft, online fraud, hacking. So these are the concept we'll see in the substantive criminal law. And second one is general condition. This general condition, in this concept we require to prove a crime, including the act and use of the digital medium. And third one is offenses, specify the cyber offenses under IT law and penal codes. So these three concepts we see under the digital crime. And next one is investigation method. So investigation methods is nothing but it act as a bridge between the digital crime and digital evidence. So here in this investigation method, it's include what are the steps we have to follow. The first one is legal procedure, technical investigation techniques, forensics analysis tools, and that we should cooperate between the agencies. So these are the methods. So investigation method is nothing but it's act as a bridge between the digital crime and digital evidence. And finally, here in the second unit, we are going to see about the digital evidence. So here in this digital evidence, we have to concentrate, safely collect the digital evidence using the forensics tools. And second one is prevent data modification using during collection time, and maintain proper documentation and chain of custody. So these are the concept we should concentrate under the topic of digital evidence. So here in this unit 2, we are going to see about digital crime and investigation. So this digital crime, you have to see substantive criminal law, general conditions, offense, and the investigation method is act like a bridge between the digital crime and evidence. And under the evidence, we have to maintain the proper documentation and chain of custody. And next one is third unit is digital forensics readiness. So here this digital forensics readiness in this diagram explain the concept, need and challenges of digital forensics readiness, that is DFR. Digital forensics readiness, here it explains the concept, need and challenges of digital forensics readiness, especially in the law enforcement and enterprise environments. So here in this introduction part, here this digital forensics readiness referred to be the prepare of an organization to handle digital evidence before a cyber incident occurs. So the key areas in this introduction, law enforcement and enterprise digital forensics readiness. So here in the law enforcement, ensured evidence is legally admissible. And second one for the enterprise digital forensics readiness, help organization response quickly to the cyber incident. And second one is a rational for digital forensics readiness. This explain why forensics readiness is important. So here in this rational for digital forensics readiness, we are going to see about frameworks, standards and methodology. So here in the framework, it gives the structure guidelines for the investigations, and standard is nothing but it ensure the consistency and legal compliance. And in the methodology, we are going to see step by step forensics procedures. So what are the benefits are there in the rational for the digital forensics readiness is faster investigation and improved legal defensibility and reduced costs of incident response. So these are the concept only we are going to see under the rational for the digital forensics readiness. And the third one is enterprise digital forensics readiness. So that enterprise, it is an organization state of preparedness to effectively collect, preserve and analyze the digital evidence in the event of the cyber security incident. So the key elements about this enterprise digital forensics readiness is incidents response the plan, logging and monitoring systems, trained forensic personally, proper evidence storage. So these are the important things have to concentrate on the enterprise digital forensics readiness. And what are the challenges? What are the challenges are there in the digital forensics? So here the challenges are large volume of data, cloud and encrypted data, lack of trained professionals, legal issues, time sensitive investigations. So these are the challenges we will face in the digital forensics readiness. So these one only we are going to see in the third unit for the digital forensics readiness. Is not in that we are going to see about the organization and that enterprises, right, that how that enterprises and organization they're ready for the digital forensics. So these are the concept we are going to see in the third unit. And for the fourth unit, here we are going to see about iOS forensics. So here in this iOS forensics, mobile hardware and operating system. So this is a foundation for the iOS forensics. So here iPhone hardware components, CPU, storage, and secure enclave, and iOS operating system architecture, and how interactions between the hardware and OS. So these concepts we'll see in the uh, mobile hardware and operating system. And in the file system and hardware, iOS uses a sandboxed file system. So data is stored in the app containers, system logs, database SQLite. So hardware encrypt play a major role in the data protection. So how we are protecting the data in the iOS for iOS system devices. So these major concepts will only we are going to see under the topic of mobile hardware and operating system. And Here in this iPhone security, so we are seeing iOS forensics procedures and process. So here we are going to see that iOS forensics applications of the forensics techniques to the iOS devices. And here in this concept, we have to focusing on data extraction, preventions, analysis, and deal with the logical file systems and physical uh, data informations. And here in the procedures and process, we have the fall steps, step by step procedures is nothing but the same what we saw in the phases of the digital forensics. The same procedures and process we have to follow in this iPhone security concept under the procedure and process. And here the tools, the forensics tools, that forensics tools are used to extract and analysis the iOS data, or the common tools for the forensics or Oxygen forensics, mobile edit, iCloud extraction tool. So these tools, using these tools, we can extract the messages and call logs and applications data, and for photos and videos, and what are the backups we have in the cloud. So these are the concept, these are the data we can extract by using the forensics tools for the investigation. So these concept are topics only we are going to see in the fourth unit of iOS forensics. And here the and in the fifth unit, Android forensics. So here this Android forensics is a key concept, process, and tools involved in the Android forensics investigation. So first one we are seeing the Android basics in the fifth unit, Android forensics topic. So here in this Android forensics topic we are going to see about the key concept, process, and tools involved in the Android forensic investigation. So here the basic, first we are going to see what is Android basics. So here in this Android basics, the key components or key code. First one we are going to see what is key codes. So key codes is a hardware and software key combination used during boot or recover the digital data. And ADB is nothing but Android Debug Bridge. So this Android debug bridge is used to communicate with Android devices. So, and next one is routing Android is nothing but is gaining privilege. This is a gaining root access to the device. So these three concept key codes, ADB, routing Android under the Android basic. And second one is boot process. Under the boot process, we have to know about how an Android device starts and load the operating system. And here in this boot process, we have the concepts of file system and security. So here in the file system, how data is stored, and in the security, secure boot, encryption, and verified boot. So these concepts we'll see under the boot process. And for the Android tools, we are going to see about the Android forensics and Android procedure. So here this Android tools and the procedure, we are going to see the procedure same five phases procedure. And what is Android forensics we are going to see in the tools. So next one is ADB. So this ADB is nothing but Android debug bridge. So under this concept we are going to see what is Android only tool and dual use tool. So here this Android only tool and dual use tool concept we are going to see in that ADB. So dual used tool is nothing but used by the developers as well as the forensics investigators. And last, finally, we are going to see about the tools. So already I explained what are the famous tools we have to investigate data in the form of digital. So Oxygen forensics, mobile edit, and Android app decompiling. So this using these tools we can recover the data as like call logs and SMS, app data, images and videos, and deleted data. Also it is possible even we can retrieve the deleted data in the devices. So next, so these are the 5 units. So if you completed all these 5 units, so the students can understand first what is digital forensics, and second one, they can know what is digital crime and investigation, and third one, digital forensics readiness, and fourth one for OS for forensics, as well as the Android iOS, sorry, iOS forensics and Android forensics. The students can detailedly know about the concepts. So next one is, so these are the 5 units only we have in the course. And before we are going to start the in unit one, so now first we have to know what is forensics. So forensics is nothing but it came from the word Latin. Forensics meaning in open court or public. When you describe something as forensics, usually mean that has to do with finding the evidence. That is, we are finding the evidence to solve the crime activities. So that is what the meaning for the forensics. So here computer forensics is nothing but it's a field of the technology that use investigate technique to identify and store the evidence what we have in the computer devices. So the same thing, the forensics means we are collecting the evidence to solve the crime. So if it is digital forensics is nothing but it is a field of the digital forensics is a field of the forensic science, but it collect the data in the form of the digital, so we are calling it as an digital forensics. So these are the some basic for understanding. I gave the sample diagram about what is forensic science and what are the tools we are using. And forensic science is nothing but is an applications of the scientific method to establish factually answers to the legal problems. So here in this analysis and interpreting evidence like DNA, fingerprint, digital data, trace materials in the lab with the forensic scientists. So these concepts, these kind of the evidence only they are using for an investigation to solve the crime problems. So here, before we are going to see the modern forensics, so we have to know some history of forensic science. The modern forensics, as it's a root in the work of the several 19th century pioneers. The father of the forensic science is called as Alphonse Bertillon in 1853 to 1914, who was a French police officer, and he is a biometric researcher. He is only first to identify we can identify the criminal based on the physical measurement. So he started in the year of 1853 to 1914. Sir, he is the father of the forensic science. And next one is an August Willimer, 1876 to 1955. He was the chief of the police in the Berkeley in the year of 1909, and he investigated the crime by using the digital data for the fingerprint and handwritten evidence. It started in the year of 1909 itself. And Edmond Locard in the year of 1877 to 1966 was a French criminalist who wrote the several pieces with his most famous Treaty of the Criminalistics. So he also collected the data using the physical evidence to solve the crime problems. So from the year of 1815 itself, they started. So here, a digital forensics. So digital forensics is nothing but it's a branch of a forensic science that deals with identification, collection, analysis and the presentations of the digital data. So it's a field of forensic science and using. So why we are saying it is a digital? Because that it helps the investigate crimes involving computers, mobile devices, networks, and digital storage medias. So why this digital forensics is very important? Because crime involving digital devices are increased, so that here digital devices are increased, and more individual become involved in the such offense. So to ensure that criminal investigation handle the digital evidence in a way that was acceptable in the court, and officially established in the specific procedure. So this today digital forensics is becoming more relevant and more important for the investigation process. So these are the phases. So under the digital forensics phases, these are the phases only we are going to see: identification, preservation, analysis, documentation, and presentation. So in under this course, the first one is we are going to see about the introduction to the digital forensics, and second we are going to see about digital crime and investigation, and third one digital forensics readiness, and fourth is iOS forensics, and then Android forensics. So if you know these concepts, you can clearly understand what is digital and mobile forensics. So these are the little bit introductions I gave about the all the 5 units, and I gave the introduction about the what are the concepts we have under the unit one, like forensics, what is forensic science, what is digital forensics, and why it is an important, and remaining concepts let me see later. Thank you all.